grain out, and then everybody gonna dump in a little bit of hops. Italian Pilsner, baby. Bitter Pops anniversary. I am OT Golden Child, BEERZ and BARZ, collaboration, checking out, with Funkytown, Bitter Pops, here at Party Project. I don't even know the name of the beer, but I heard it's an Italian Pilsner that's being made. Italian Pilsner. First attempts at a Pilsner so far.
This is going to be our 8th year anniversary. And so what we really wanted to do was focus on collaboration. Strengthening relationships is really what helps us get to like the next level. And ever since we met the Funkytown guys, we knew that there was something special there, something that they were trying to do in the industry, which reminded us a lot about our origins and what we were trying to do when we were starting out. We wanted to flip the slashy bottle shop whole concept upside down, and we see them doing that in craft beer. So outside of that, we love hanging out with these guys. We have a really nice relationship with them. Their beers sell great in our shop. What they're doing with their brand is powerful, and we just wanted to be able to come together and celebrate our 8th anniversary with them as one of the collaborations that we're doing.
We met them in 2021, came out one of the first brands to support us and come speak to us. Support was always great no matter how you do it, but they also wanted to meet us. We just chopped it up and kind of learned their story and their thoughts on community, and we just continuously work together. They put together great events, DJs, hip hop, just a dynamic space, everything that Funkytown's about, just creative and a unique, customer focused, strategy. So it's fun to do this for the 8th anniversary, getting us all here.
Today we are brewing an Italian Pilsner. We've been typically known to do ales and stout here and there. And again, I think this allows us an opportunity to kind of expand our creativity, do things that we haven't done before, in a collaboration effort with Bitter Pops. 8 years is a long time for anything. To be successful for 8 years is something to be celebrated, definitely something to be rewarded. And why not go out and create something that's brand new, that you've never done before, to kind of give the first of to a group of individuals and an establishment who's been having our back since day one.
Well, I know that you guys, for what Zach said, are just trying to expand the portfolio of the things and show your creativity with the different styles of beers. Why it was so intriguing to us was that the beer community has had those triple milkshake IPAs, and they're turning a different direction. They want something that they can have 2-3 beers of and still feel great, that tastes amazing. This is going to be an April release, so hopefully Chicago's nice to us and there's no snow coming and we got some decent weather, but it's definitely a patio beer that you want to enjoy outside, want to enjoy with friends and have a couple of. So that's what was pretty unique for me about picking the style.
But for us, it aligns with our brand. We want to bring in new beer drinkers, so we focus on low bitterness, low astringency, low ABV style beers. So that Pilsner falls in line with what we do. So
without getting into the nerdy stuff, bottom fermentation and stuff like that, but ales typically take faster, so that's normally somewhere around 10 to 14 days. But yeah, Pilsners and lagers just take a little bit more time, get clean, get clear, because with a Pilsner and a lager, there's no room for error, right? In ales, you can hide, maybe some flaws in hops, or you can hide some flaws with yeast, or you can hide some flaws with some adjuncts that you put in there. But lager is base malts, it's just base malts, right? And then hops, and then whatever kind of yeast that you're going to use, or you're going to dry hop it. But your flaws will stand out in a Pilsner or a lager. So it takes a little bit more time. Clarity, got to clear it.
Obviously, we'll know what it tastes like once it comes out. But what are we looking for? What is the goal? What do you want people to experience taste-wise with this beer?
Want it to be earthy. Still want it to be crisp, light-bodied, crushable. 5.2% is what we're falling out at. So yeah, that's kind of like the aim of what we wanted to do. We wanted to let the yeast shine, and then the hops that we actually use too, as close as we could to authentic. You know, with the Italian Pilsner, there were certain hops that they used. Which one was that? It was Saphir and Spalter. So those are the hops. Never used Spalter before, never used Saphir before. So we wanted to research on that and seeing what kind of notes would come out of that. Seem to fit right, you know what I mean? Like one thing that we want to do always when we do a beer for the first time, we want to make sure that it's traditional. We want to make sure that we don't add any of our own stuff into it. What we want to do is just make sure that it's official first. And then after that, then we can kind of start to get funky with it. So keeping on that same brand as far as traditional beers and traditional styles, we kept it like that. Tried to keep the grain bill somewhat authentic to how they did it over in Italy. You know, the dry hop, use the same kind of hops that they use for the dry hop to try to get that authenticity out. But yeah, like the flavor profile, we want it to be earthy, a little bit fruity, just a tad bit, not overwhelming, not overpowerful. Nice blend and a nice balance, crisp and refreshing. So
That boy good.
We're hitting an important part in Bitter Pops' history where we're starting to sell more Bitter Pops things than we ever have before, you know. And part of that is the collaboration with the industries that we're in. People think of us as, you know, or have in the past, primarily a craft beer spot, but we're so much more than that. And we want to be able to introduce that to our community and other communities. So that's kind of how we're wrapping it around for our 8th year anniversary.